Good morning, guys. Back on the Silverado this morning. This is day 2 working on the lift blocks. Yesterday we got one of them completely welded together, and then before that Justin took one of the pieces that didn't cut very well that came out of the table when like the plasma tip would wear out. We go, okay, it's worn out. We pull that piece out, put a new tip in, and cut out the good piece. So he took those parts and welded that together to get, you know, reacclimated with his welding and get back in his groove. And then he got the one of them fully welded together, so we're going to fully weld the other one together this morning. And we're also going to detach the rear U-bolts off the rear axle, raise the truck up to level, and then go ahead and measure that out for how long those need to be, and go get some U-bolts from Tacoma Leaf Spring. We'll probably go get those tomorrow, but we'll get measured out and everything figured out for what we need. So let's get started today, guys. Alright guys, back from Napa. We ran out and grabbed some U-bolts that are long enough for our lift blocks. So we're going to go ahead and get this truck, the rear of it, taken apart here. Let's see what the U-bolt looks like. Boom, U-bolt. Alright, so we're going to pull out the U-bolt. We'll disconnect the shock. I think the brake lines are long enough. Disconnect the shock, both of them, and then undo the bolts at the bottom, you know. Gotta undo those. Here, let me see and get you guys. But these mud flaps are huge. Let's see. There we go. Just gotta pull those nuts off those U-bolts. They didn't have quite enough length. That's why I had to get longer ones. And then put our lift blocks in there. So let's go ahead and do it. Alright guys, that's where we're going to leave off today. We got the lift blocks in there, check it out. There we go. Napa just gave us the wrong length bolts. We gave them the right numbers and all that stuff. Just they just grabbed the wrong box by mistake. Easy mistake for anybody, you know. So it's July 3rd right now, so tomorrow's the 4th of July, so they're not going to be open, so they'll be open Thursday morning. So we'll get in here tomorrow and we'll work on the Lexus a little bit, kind of finish up the rear bit, and then we will kind of just wait till we can get those U-bolts. You know, we can design up some shock mounts in the engineering PC, maybe plasma cut those out, but then we'll have those ready because we want to get this fully pinched and, you know, sitting on its own weight before we make those shock mounts, you know, because lift block stuff, the factory shock mount on the axle is not going to work, so we'll have to raise that up. But besides that, we're looking really good. So Thursday morning, we'll get those lift blocks, or those U-bolts, sorry, and then we'll get those lift blocks clamped down, and then we'll move on to those shock mounts then. But alright, we'll catch you guys in the morning. Alright guys, check it out. Back at the shop, we just ran over, well, Justin did, over to, what's the shop called?
Northwest Truck and Supply.
Yeah, these are 3/4 inch instead of 5/8, and they're the extra 2 inches longer that we needed that Napa didn't have. You know, they gave us them and then we took them back and they're like, oh, yep, we gave you the wrong part number. And then they're like, well, that other part number, those are discontinued. They don't make them that long no more. So we had to go get these custom made. So we're going to go ahead and drill out the spring plate here to 3/4. Yep. And then we're going to go ahead and get these bolted on. So let's do it. Alright guys, Justin's got the lift blocks bolted down. I'm just going to zoom in here. Can't crouch down behind the truck, so I'll show you like this. Bolted down, looks good. Now we're ready to, he's going to plasma cut out the shock mounts to move these shocks, and then he's going to cut these pieces off the axle, ground it smooth, and then he'll be able to tack those on and test fit them. So he's over here in the engineering PC getting that all set up right now. And then, yeah, we're going to get those cut out. Cut those pieces off the axle. Put these on, you know. Fabrication. That's what we do. Next step. guys, there goes another day at Cougar House. Finished up installing the U-bolts on the back of the Silverado here with our Cougar House Fab 6-inch lift blocks. We were able to run up to, forget what the place is called. It's like something truck spring, but it's in Olympia, and they build parts for semi-trucks, and they make U-bolts. They have a U-bolt press there right in the shop. And they didn't have a 5/8 size ones. They make them in 3/4. So they made us some 3/4 inch long U-bolts. I think they're 16 inches long is how long they are. You know, the local Napa gave us some, and then we got them, we came back to the shop and they didn't fit. And we went back and they're like, oh yeah, we gave you the wrong part number. And then they looked up the other part number and it was discontinued for the extra long ones. So that's why we had to get some made. But we got them made really quick. We got them on the truck and we moved forward. We didn't let that stop us. And then Justin and I plasma cut off, or used the angle grinder actually, and cut off the driver's side shock mount. I'm not sure why he decided to do that instead of the plasma cutter, but it was his choice. He was down there working. And then he got both of the shock mounts plasma cut out on the table, and then he got one of them cut out, and well, all of them cut out, but he got one of them welded onto the axle with the shock. And then it was like, you know, it's like 9 o'clock, so it was just a really long day. So he'll finish up the passenger side one tomorrow, but today he just finished up the driver one. So he'll get that buttoned up in the morning, and then we'll move on to some other parts on the truck that need to get done. So until then, guys, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think of the Silverado and the custom shock mounts and the lift blocks we made. And if you guys want to get the notifications, remember to hit the bell up there so you guys can get them every time I upload a fresh video. And if you guys like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook /Cougar House Garage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow along with all the projects there. We'll see you tomorrow.